Have you ever wondered why some women live to 100 while others barely make it past 80? What's their secret? In today's video, we'll uncover 5 key habits that set apart those who thrive in their later years from those who don't. Stick with us to the end, because the last secret might just be the one thing you've been missing to unlock your fullest, healthiest life. Have you ever wondered why some women live to 100 while others don't even make it past 80? What's their secret, and how can you unlock it for yourself? In today's video, we'll dive deep into the 5 key secrets that separate those who thrive in their later years from those who don't. These aren't just general tips, but real actionable habits that can change the way you live your life. One of the main reasons many women stop taking care of their health is because they've spent their entire lives caring for others. While this is understandable, it often leads to preventable health issues. You'll discover why this happens and how you can change course to avoid this fate. We'll also explore how having a purpose, maintaining mental sharpness, and staying socially connected can not only add years to your life, but also improve the quality of those years. Additionally, I'll share simple yet powerful ways the women who live the longest keep their bodies moving without needing to run marathons or spend hours at the gym. But wait, secret number 5 might just surprise you, and it could be the one thing missing to help you live your fullest, healthiest life. Stay with me until the end, and you'll not only learn these secrets, but also discover how to apply them to your life starting today. If you haven't subscribed yet, I highly recommend hitting the subscribe button and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, please help me spread these valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, leave a comment with the number 1. If you don't, leave a 0 to let me know how I can improve and create better videos for you. Now, let's begin with secret number 1. Keep moving. The women who live past 100 all have one thing in common: they never stop moving. It's not just about staying active for the sake of health. For them, movement is woven into the very fabric of their daily lives. It's as essential as eating or sleeping. They don't think twice about it. It's not a chore, a burden, or something they should do. It's a joyous, natural part of their existence. They move because they love how it makes them feel. Whether it's a gentle walk each morning with the crisp air and the warm sunshine kissing their skin, or the calming act of tending to their gardens, every moment of movement is embraced. Some stretch, some practice yoga, and others dance freely in their living rooms, feeling the music pulse through their veins. For these remarkable women, movement isn't seen through the lens of a workout. It's simply a way of life. It's how they exist in the world. Many of these centenarians come from the world's blue zones, rare places where people live to 100 or more. Now, let's continue exploring the other secrets to maintaining health and longevity that you can apply to your life starting today. Building on the idea of staying active, let's delve into the simple, everyday choices that these women make to keep their bodies moving. They don't even think about movement as exercise. It's just something they do without question or second thought. They don't hesitate to take the stairs instead of the elevator, carry their groceries instead of using a cart, and clean their homes with energy. Time spent outdoors is essential to them, whether it's gardening, walking, or just sitting outside to breathe in the fresh air. For them, staying active is not a task or obligation. It's an intrinsic part of their daily routine, a natural rhythm of life. So, why does all this matter so much? The real enemy of aging isn't time itself, but inactivity. When we stop moving, it's like our bodies begin to wither away. Muscles grow weaker, bones become frail, and circulation slows down significantly. This sets the stage for all sorts of health issues, from stiffness to chronic conditions. But here's the good news: it doesn't have to be this way. Keeping your body in motion, regardless of your age, is one of the most powerful tools to preserve strength, balance, and vitality. Movement doesn't have to be intense or extreme. It's the consistent act of staying active every day that yields results. Think of it like this. Every time you move, whether it's stretching, walking, or simply getting up and going about your day, you are keeping your body connected to your spirit. You are awakening your energy, igniting your vitality. The key isn't about pushing yourself to the limit every day, but about making movement a part of your life, one step at a time. Over time, your body will reward you with more energy, better health, and a lasting sense of vitality that doesn't fade with age. It's not just about living longer, either. It's about living your best life every single day. The longer you keep moving, the longer you'll get to savor life, feeling its pulse with every step you take. And now, let's move on to the next secret, one that's equally crucial for longevity: nourishing your body with the right foods. When we think of the incredible women who reach 100 years old, their eating habits are often nothing like what you might expect. These extraordinary women have discovered the secret to longevity through wholesome, nourishing foods that fuel their bodies with essential nutrients. They don't indulge in processed foods, sugary snacks, or greasy takeout meal tempting as they may be. To them, these are not nourishment for the body. Instead, they've learned a simple yet profound truth. The right foods that are natural, fresh, and packed with real nutrition, are the true keys to vitality and long life. Their plates are filled with vibrant, fresh fruits and vegetables foods that not only nourish the body, but also delight the senses with their color and flavor. Whole grains, rich in fiber and energy, are a regular part of their meals, providing them with the sustained strength needed throughout the day. Healthy fats, like those found in nuts, olive oil, and avocados, offer both nourishment and protection for their hearts, keeping their bodies running at peak performance. And when it comes to protein, they opt for lean, healthy sources like fish, beans, and eggs foods that support muscle growth, repair tissue, and maintain their overall health. What's even more remarkable is what they avoid. These women steer clear of excessive sugar and other artificial ingredients. They've understood that less is more when it comes to processed food, and they've built their lives around clean, whole nutrition. Next, we'll explore another key habit these women have adopted to keep their health in check and how it contributes to their incredible longevity. Stay tuned. Building on the importance of food in longevity, let's dive into another crucial aspect that these remarkable women embrace: mental sharpness. They understand something profound, that the body and mind are not separate entities, but partners in the grand journey of life. If one starts to decline, the other often follows. This is why women who live to 100 don't just focus on their physical health. They recognize that maintaining an active, engaged mind is just as essential for thriving in their later years. Keeping the mind sharp isn't simply about avoiding mental decline. It's about actively stimulating the brain, keeping it engaged, and ensuring it's constantly working. These women know that a sharp mind is key to not only surviving but flourishing well into their golden years. They've learned through experience that mental wellness is just as important as physical health, and, in many cases, it's even more vital. They engage in activities that keep their brains active and growing. These women are determined to nurture their minds, not just their bodies. They read books that challenge their thinking, write to express their thoughts and ideas, and play games that engage their cognitive abilities. Puzzles are a regular part of their lives, pushing their problem-solving skills and encouraging them to think in new ways. They stay curious, always seeking new knowledge, new experiences, and new opportunities to stretch their mental muscles. Some of these women even take up entirely new hobbies in their 70s, 80s, or even 90s, proving that it's never too late to reawaken the brain and push the boundaries of what you can learn. Whether it's learning a new language, taking up painting, or tackling complex new skills, they continuously challenge themselves to keep their minds sharp. Curiosity and learning never stop. These women embrace new things throughout their lives because they understand that as long as they remain open to learning, they will remain alert, engaged, and sharp no matter their age. The secret to mental sharpness lies in this active engagement with the world, the continuous effort to keep the brain alive with new ideas, new challenges, and new experiences. Whole grains, rich in fiber and energy, are a regular part of their meals, providing them with the sustained strength needed throughout the day. Healthy fats, like those found in nuts, olive oil, and avocados, offer both nourishment and protection for their hearts, keeping their bodies running at peak performance. And when it comes to protein, they opt for lean, healthy sources like fish, beans, and eggs foods that support muscle growth, repair tissue, and maintain their overall health. What's even more remarkable is what they avoid. These women steer clear of excessive sugar and other artificial ingredients. They've understood that less is more when it comes to processed food, and they've built their lives around clean, whole nutrition. Next, we'll explore another key habit these women have adopted to keep their health in check and how it contributes to their incredible longevity. Stay tuned. Building on the importance of food and longevity, let's dive into another crucial aspect that these remarkable women embrace: mental sharpness. They understand something profound, that the body and mind are not separate entities, but partners in the grand journey of life. If one starts to decline, the other often follows. This is why women who live to 100 don't just focus on their physical health. They recognize that maintaining an active, engaged mind is just as essential for thriving in their later years. Keeping the mind sharp isn't simply about avoiding mental decline. It's about actively stimulating the brain, keeping it engaged, and ensuring it's constantly working. These women know that a sharp mind is key to not only surviving, but flourishing well into their golden years. They've learned through experience that mental wellness is just as important as physical health, and in many cases, it's even more vital. They engage in activities that keep their brains active and growing. These women are determined to nurture their minds, not just their bodies. They read books that challenge their thinking, write to express their thoughts and ideas, and play games that engage their cognitive abilities. Puzzles are a regular part of their lives, pushing their problem-solving skills and encouraging them to think in new ways. They stay curious, always seeking new knowledge, new experiences, and new opportunities to stretch their mental muscles. Some of these women even take up entirely new hobbies in their 70s, 80s, or even 90s, proving that it's never too late to reawaken the brain and push the boundaries of what you can learn. Whether it's learning a new language, taking up painting, or tackling complex new skills, they continuously challenge themselves to keep their minds sharp. Curiosity and learning never stop. These women embrace new things throughout their lives because they understand that as long as they remain open to learning, they will remain alert, engaged, and sharp no matter their age. The secret to mental sharpness lies in this active engagement with the world, the continuous effort to keep the brain alive with new ideas, new challenges, and new experiences. Others, and share their wisdom with those around them. These social interactions are not just about companionship, they're about keeping their brains firing, encouraging growth, and reinforcing their sense of purpose and connection to life. It's not just cognitive stimulation, it's a deeply emotional and mental nourishment that keeps them thriving. Next, let's explore another key to longevity: managing stress and emotional well-being. In the following section, we'll learn how these remarkable women keep their emotional balance intact no matter the challenges they face. Stay with me. Continuing from the importance of staying socially connected, let's now explore another powerful factor that contributes to longevity: refusing to accept decline as inevitable. For these women, it's not just about maintaining relationships and staying curious, it's about refusing to believe that aging means inevitable decline. Society, family, friends, and even medical professionals often reinforce the idea that growing older must come with a slow, inevitable decline in both physical and mental abilities. How many times have we heard phrases like, "That's just what happens when you get older," or "You're at an age now where you need to slow down and take it easy"? These messages, repeated over time, start to seep into a woman's identity. She begins to internalize them, and before long, she accepts the belief that aging must mean deterioration. The moment she believes this narrative is, the moment real decline begins. Not just physically, but emotionally and mentally too. When she stops believing that she can continue growing, she stops pushing herself. She stops trying to reach new goals, to go beyond what she has already achieved. The belief that there is no point in striving for more takes root. But here's where the shift needs to happen. This mindset is not the reality for most women who live long, healthy, and vibrant lives. The women who make it to 100 don't see aging as a death sentence or an end to their vitality. Instead, they embrace the passage of time with the understanding that it doesn't need to limit their energy, their aspirations, or their ability to thrive. For these women, age is not a barrier, it's a part of the process, but not the defining factor. They don't accept that their best years are behind them. They refuse to let their physical changes dictate their emotional or mental decline. Instead, they actively choose to remain vital, pushing themselves to explore new opportunities, learn new things, and set new goals. Their mindset is one of empowerment. They believe that just because they age doesn't mean they have to stop growing. It's a choice, a perspective that allows them to continue living their fullest, most engaged lives, no matter how many candles are on their birthday cake. Now, let's dive into the next secret to longevity: maintaining a healthy balance of stress and relaxation. How these women manage the inevitable stresses of life is just as important as how they approach aging. Stay with me as we explore this crucial aspect of their well-being in the next section. Building on the mindset of rejecting decline, let's now explore how these women view aging as a challenge, a chance to grow stronger, wiser, and more capable than ever before. Aging is not something to fear, it's something to embrace. In my opinion, one of the most empowering things you can do as you grow older is to reject the idea that decline is inevitable. Aging isn't some unchangeable fate, and those who thrive in their later years are the ones who see themselves as resilient, adaptable, and fully capable of living life on their own terms regardless of their age. Rather than focusing on what they can no longer do, these extraordinary women choose to focus on what they can do. They refuse to let age limit them. Instead, they make age work for them, embracing the possibilities that each new stage of life brings. The reality is, your body will change over time. There's no denying that. But those changes don't have to mean a gradual decline into weakness or dependence. The women who live to be 100 understand this truth and adapt accordingly. They adapt to the new needs of their bodies, but they never give up on themselves. They continue to nourish their bodies with healthy food, movement, and mental stimulation. They prioritize emotional health and relationships, making sure their minds stay sharp by learning new things, trying new hobbies, and staying curious about the world around them. I believe this adaptability is the secret sauce to living a meaningful and vibrant life. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. When you allow yourself to continually grow, adapt, and embrace change instead of shrinking away from it, you build resilience. And resilience is what keeps us going no matter what challenges come our way. Consider this: the idea that you must decline as you age is simply a mindset, and like any mindset, it can be changed. It takes conscious effort to reject the belief that aging equals becoming frail or weak. But once you make that decision, you'll begin to see aging not as a time of loss, but as an opportunity for growth. When you refuse to accept decline as your future, you start unlocking a world of possibilities. You can remain strong, vibrant, sharp, and independent at any age. These incredible women who thrive well into their 90s and beyond don't buy into the myths that society tells them about aging. They fight against the tide of cultural expectations, choosing instead to carve their own pathone of vitality, strength, and empowerment. They prove that age is not an excuse to stop living fully. So, what can you do right now to make this mindset shift? Start by focusing on your strengths. What can you do today to take care of yourself? Perhaps it's adding more movement to your day, challenging yourself to learn something new, or simply letting go of any limiting beliefs about what aging should look like. When you start believing in your ability to stay strong and capable, no matter your age, you'll open up a new world of possibilities for yourself. Next, let's explore how maintaining a positive outlook and staying hopeful can impact longevity. The power of optimism and the role it plays in living a long and healthy life is something you won't want to miss. Stay tuned. Continuing from the idea of shifting your mindset, let's now focus on the powerful concept of finding your purpose. Purpose is not just a word, it's the very essence of life. It is the invisible yet powerful force that fuels every step we take, every breath we breathe. Purpose is what keeps us going when life throws us challenges, when we face moments of despair, and when the world feels overwhelmingly heavy. But sadly, many women, especially as they enter retirement, after their children have grown up and moved out, or after the profound loss of a spouse, feel completely lost. There's a deep emptiness that sweeps over them, a nagging feeling that makes each day feel like an endless cycle of waking up with no reason to get up. It's as if the spark of purpose has faded, leaving them wandering through life without direction, without the drive to engage with the world. If you're still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment Toby below to let me know you're still here with me, staying engaged in this journey. This sense of aimlessness isn't just an emotional struggle, it manifests physically as well. When we lack purpose, we lose our motivation to stay active, to care for our bodies, and even to nurture our minds. Days blend into weeks, and weeks into months. Slowly, that feeling of disconnection begins to take a toll on the body. The mind becomes foggy, the heart heavy with regret, and the once vibrant body starts to feel sluggish, almost as if it too has given up. Though these emotional and physical consequences may seem subtle at first, over time they can lead to real health issues such as depression, anxiety, and even premature aging. But here's where the power of purpose steps in. Research consistently shows that people with a strong sense of purpose in their lives tend to live longer, healthier, and more fulfilling lives. So why is this the case? Purpose acts as a mental anchor. It keeps the mind sharp, focused, and active. When we know what we're living for, when we have a reason to get out of bed in the morning, our minds stay engaged with the world. This could mean continuing to learn new things, cultivating relationships, or contributing to causes that matter to us. Purpose drives us to stay curious, mentally alert, and emotionally fulfilled. But it doesn't stop there. Purpose fills our hearts with a profound sense of joy and fulfillment. It reminds us that our lives have meaning beyond the daily routine. It inspires us to serve others, spread kindness, and build connections that lift us. When we have a reason to care, we open ourselves to experiencing deeper emotional richness and connection. Emotionally, a sense of purpose helps shield us from the darker moments in life. It gives us the strength to push through hardships, to embrace challenges, and to find meaning in even the toughest times. The women who live the longest understand this deeply. They see their purpose as a guiding light, even in the most difficult of times. Now, let's explore the final secret to longevity, the power of resilience, and how bouncing back from adversity keeps us thriving. Stay with me as we dive into how resilience plays a crucial role in living a long, fulfilling life. Building on the importance of purpose, let's now explore the role of resilience in the face of adversity. From a physical standpoint, having a clear purpose acts like an internal fuel, propelling us forward. People with purpose are more likely to stay physically active, whether through exercise, volunteering, or engaging in hobbies that require effort. They don't just sit back and wait for life to pass them by, they actively participate, not only in their own lives, but also in the lives of others. This sustained activity, whether it's mental, emotional, or physical, is what keeps us vibrant, agile, and full of life. I truly believe that having a purpose in life is the secret to both emotional and physical vitality. It's the glue that holds everything together. Purpose is the reason we get up in the morning and face whatever comes our way. Without it, we risk losing our connection to life itself. We become passive, letting time slip through our fingers, waiting for something to change, instead of being the catalyst for change ourselves. That's why it's so important to find what drives you, what fills you with passion, and what makes you feel connected to something bigger than yourself. Purpose doesn't have to be a grand, life-altering mission. It could be as simple as nurturing relationships, contributing to your community, pursuing a creative endeavor, or learning something new. It could be as personal as finding peace within yourself, or as outwardly focused as helping others. The key is that it's something that excites you, something that adds meaning to your days, something that makes you feel alive. No matter what it is, when you find your purpose, it will lift you, restore your energy, and give you the strength to live life with intention, joy, and vitality. Purpose isn't just something you have, it's something that has you. When you embrace it and let it shape every aspect of your life, you will find that life becomes infinitely richer, more vibrant, and more rewarding. So, take the time to rediscover your purpose. It's not a luxury, it's a necessity for a life that is full, rich, and beautiful. Your purpose is your compass, your guide, and it will carry you through every chapter of your life with grace and strength. As we wrap up today's discussion, I want you to take a moment to reflect on what we've covered. Purpose is what keeps us moving forward, no matter what stage of life we're in. It fuels our minds, fills our hearts, and keeps us physically active. So, what have you learned today? What part of this message resonated with you the most? What's one thing you plan to bring into your life and start practicing right now? I'd love to hear from you. Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found value in this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring content. Your feedback means the world to us, and we're here to keep supporting you on your journey. So leave your comment below, and let's continue the conversation. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.